So I'm here. I made it to the end, day 67. You know I'm strong on this, staying consistent, and that's what I believe in. You have to practice something consistently in order to be efficiently effective in it. In order to become better, you have to just train. So if you want to be a better reader, you got to read more. You want to be a better athlete, you got to do your sport more. You got to work out, be versatile, do athletic movements. I don't know. If you want to be good at business, hang around a lot of business individuals, do business transactions. If you want to be a haircut person, do a lot of haircuts. Pretty simple, right? So, back again, the purpose of this 67-day speaking challenge is the fact that it takes in between 21 and 66 days to build a habit. So I'm speaking for 67 days in a row to make speaking a habit, and that's why I'm doing this. And also at the same time, I'm teaching what I know in order that I can retain the information 56% better. And these two statistics are retrieved from the London School of Business, which is a very credible source, very powerful university, especially in Europe. And now what I'm bringing to you today is the principle of vision and goals. So there's a distinct line that separates these. The vision is the end goal. That's where you want to get to. That's where you want to be in the end. And then the goals are the measurable steps in order to get you there. So this kind of stems back to managing oneself, who I referenced in my first video. Let's think about it. You have to know what you want to do. You have to know who you are, what fits you best, what environment is going to make you the most successful. So that's going to be your vision. You're going to find out what you want to do, where you want to go, how far you want to go. I'm going to read this quote. I have a book called Relentless, one of my favorite books. It's the best book I've ever read on mentality. It's by Tim Grover. He was the trainer of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Charles Barkley, Dwight Howard, these all-star players, people who are going to be in the Hall of Fame. Some already are. And a lot of them contribute a lot of their success to Tim Grover because he pushed them. And in fact, he was the one who suggested to Michael Jordan that he should work out during season, because back when Michael Jordan played, that was a sin. You couldn't work out during season because that would destroy your performance, but they needed to do something different. But anyways, Tim Grover goes on to say, it's simple. Ask yourself where you are now and where you want to be instead. Ask yourself what you're willing to do to get there, then make a plan to get there and act on it. And that's exactly what these goals are. Figure out your vision. And so for me, personally, my vision is to become a businessman / CEO, entrepreneur of my own company. That's where I want to be. But I have distinct goals that I need to reach in order to obtain this. So let's look at a more, I don't want to be considered selfish, so let's look at an example of an actor. If you want to be one day an A-level actor, you can predict the future and what you need to do. So if you live in Kansas and you want to become a professional actor, you need to get the heck out of Kansas. You need to, first of all, let's start from a high school perspective, because I'm in high school, so I like to speak to my high school students. If you're in high school, you need to join like the theater group at school or the drama club, get experience within that field, maybe get to know some people, get a few mentors, the teacher. Hopefully there's a good one. Maybe move to a different school that's great in your area at acting. And then from there, once you get out of high school, you want to move to LA. That would be one of your goals. So your first goal would be to get in the drama club, the theater department at your school. And then once you get out of high school, you need to move to LA, because that seems to be the big area. I'm not very heavily researched on acting, but I understand that Hollywood is famous for that. So it'd probably be the best environment to surround yourself in to become successful in the acting department. That's probably where you want to be. So from there, you want to get connections in the acting world. So you want to become maybe is it a B-level actor? I believe it's called. So you want to get some commercial roles, maybe some background roles in movies. You want to go to college or have some special training, some programs for acting. Again, maybe get a mentorship by a famous actor or someone you may know, gain a connection to. So there's kind of like two goals right there. You want to surround yourself in that environment, get experience, and then maybe you get a shot and you get a minor role in an A-level movie. And so these are the minor step goals. And this is kind of just a a basic thing. Obviously you probably want to read about acting too. You want to gain experience in that way too. And so, yeah, you want to get a minor role, perform very well in that minor role. You're climbing up the ladder a little bit, and then you get that A-level acting role in a movie. Hopefully, if you come great enough. I know it seems simple, but that is very hard. I'm not saying that is easy and it can be obtained that easily. This is just the process in which you want to do it. If you find that out to be your skill, what you are truly best at, what you're very interested in, you have to be realistic, and that's what Tim Grover says. And then you have achieved your vision of becoming an A-level actor, and who knows, maybe you get the bonus of winning a Grammy. Is it a Grammy? I don't know the award. I'm not big into entertainment at all, so Grammy or not music award, movie awards. You receive one of those, and that'll be your end vision. And so, and I've talked about this before, increasing dopamine levels in your brain. You want to set these goals because once you attain them, the dopamine levels in your brain, which control motivation of an individual, will increase. You increase these motivation levels in your brain, and you will become a more driven, a more motivated person, a more determined individual on your path towards success. So you really your body literally gets addicted to being successful when it's on your mind constantly. So you need to be realistic with your vision and where you want to go, but you have to understand what you're willing to do in order to get there, especially with these goals. And also towards these goals, they don't necessarily have to be these long-term goals. You can set shorter-term goals, maybe 67-day goals like I'm doing with this video challenge. 18th month goals is what Peter Drucker recommends. But sometimes if goals are too strung out, then it can be not as motivating for you. So maybe within these 18th month goals, you can have daily goals to increase acting skills. You can have monthly goals, and you can this comes part of your KSE strategy, the KSE formula, the strategy part of it. You want to have a strategy, a multifaceted plan, and in case anything goes wrong, you're going to adapt to the situation. Adaptability is key. It's one of the most, it is the most powerful concept of all time. Talk to Richard Dawkins, my friend Richard Dawkins, over in the East Coast, one of the most well-known scientists of our time, focusing on the power of evolution. And so, definitely go from there, adapt to the situation, create your vision, set the goals, make it happen, and go at it relentlessly, as Tim Grover would say. Get in the zone. What separates the great from the unstoppable athletes, such as Michael Jordan, is the mindset in which they attack things. They get in the zone, which means pretty much no one can talk to them because they're so focused on what they're doing, and that's how your life should be. You should take life seriously and how you want to approach it. Achieve these goals, and you will reach your vision, and that's how you will become successful.